Welcome to Sounds of Sud. I'm your host, Jasmine. This podcast is for all the music lovers and anyone that wants to learn more about working in the music industry. Bringing you interesting insights and wild stories from DJs to festival organisers, we talk to all of the people behind the scenes that make the magic happen. So make sure to hit subscribe and I'll see you on the dance floor. Welcome, Dane and Ryan, to Sounds of Sud, the podcast. How are you doing?
Doing very good. Thank you for having us.
No, thank you so much for coming over. I was going to introduce you by your duo name, but obviously a debate you guys haven't even settled amongst yourselves. I'll say how I assumed, rightly or wrongly in this case, it was going to be said, and then we can go into the backstory. So I read it as Tokyo Sexwale, but apparently that's not necessarily true.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind the pronunciation, but yeah, Dane, you want to...
So the name comes from a South African politician name.
Okay.
He's a long name, which I don't remember, but Tokyo Sexwale.
Tokyo Sexwale.
Wind it back a second. You guys are actually both South African.
Yeah.
Dane was born in South Africa. I was born here, but we're brothers, for those who don't know. And so when I was 3, my parents moved back to South Africa. Like, our whole family's from South Africa.
Hang on a minute. So who's older?
I'm the oldest.
You're older.
Yeah.
You were born here.
I was born here in Sydney, and then when I was 3, we moved back to South Africa, and Dane was born a year later, and we lived there for like 10, 11 years, and then we moved over to California for another 10, 11 years, and now we're both back here.
And your parents are?
Currently in California.
California.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so interesting. You know, I was just saying, obviously, while we're trying to set up this monstrosity of a set, like, it's so interesting. Like, you see these people DJing and doing their thing, and like, you just don't know really anything about them. I love like talking to people.
Yeah.
It's so interesting. Would not known you were. I kind of gauged the fact that you guys weren't from Australia, because when we were trying to set this up, one of the many times, one of you was going away overseas somewhere.
Yeah.
But where was that?
That was me. I was in Nicaragua and Costa Rica for a little bit, as well as back in California.
Just on holiday?
A bit of both. I was on holiday in California, and then in Nicaragua was actually playing a few parties over there.
Oh, wow. Okay, so much to talk about.
Yeah, well,
all right. So,
but
okay.
yeah, families are in one, continent. We're here, and then we have another brother actually who's in London.
Oh,
so
he's in
that's
London.
Why, we're all kind of bouncing around.
Yeah, cool. So you obviously like it here in Australia. Have you ever considered going back to California?
Personally, like at some later date, maybe that could be a discussion, but I think we've both kind of just started this.
No, sorry.
He's a little attention. But yeah, I think we've both just, because this has started here, and it's, I guess, the foundation for, the bit of the branding and, marketing and all the kind of moments we've built have been based out of Australia. And so I think right now we're enjoying kind of growing within this community and obviously getting to know everyone in the Australian scene and specifically the Sydney scene, and slowly expanding. I think we're enjoying that part and would obviously like to expand. And it's nice knowing that we do have, friends, family back over there and history living there and comfortability being there. So I think, in the future, maybe.
But right now you're good here.
Yeah, pretty.
All right. So that sounds awesome. That's the same as me, but again, this is about you, not me. The name. So why a politician? Do you just like the name, or do you like what he does, or?
When we used to go to Jeffreys Bay. It's this coastal town in South Africa. We used to go there on holiday, and it's a really good wave, very famous, and we'd surf there. And there's a township, which is like pretty much just like a small town.
So it's just on the outskirts of Jeffreys Bay, and it's named after him.
So it's more about a nostalgic place for you than a politician.
And he also was like he was a freedom fighter. He was friends with Nelson Mandela.
He was in jail with Nelson Mandela. He was, an advocate against apartheid. Like everything he stands for, we're happy to stand behind. And again, kind of like you said, it is, a bit of a nod to where we're from, and just a bit of a nostalgic kind of taste to
We also wanted a name, like it's a
good name,
an interesting name. I like the way it looked.
Yeah, it's cool. It reads
Yeah.
well, and obviously it's open to interpretation.
Yeah.
How it's said.
Yeah, Dane picked it when we started being like, oh, I guess we're gonna DJ, and we're gonna have a name. And Dane
Yeah, I was
just
going to say who actually deserves the credit for it. You.
That's all him. He came. Yeah, it wasn't even like a debate. He's just like, no, this is us.
It was actually we were driving around Maroubra, and I was like, "There's a Malabar road." I kind of like the name of Malabar.
Thanks, yeah.
But then,
like not today, is it?
No,
like
no,
Oh no, it's like a couple years back.
6 years ago now.
Cool.
Yeah,
I've never had siblings on here before. It's so funny.
I know,
You guys
it's
gonna be
gonna
like
be-
bickering,
I know.
are we?
Yeah, we
we
do
do
that.
quite a lot.
That's cute, though.
We did joke about maybe a couple
Yeah.
punches,
Just
bro.
pause it real quick. While we...
Cool. So we've got where you're from. We've got the backstory. We've got the name. DJing.
Yeah, Ryan's very musical. Our family's quite musical. My dad and my other brother and Ryan especially always played guitar and piano, and he's always been producing music throughout my life.
What style of music?
Like vaporwave, kind of like.
I don't know what that.
it's
Like synthy.
I mean, it changes. Like, because I still do.
This is like back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, like 10 years ago, kind of out of high school and stuff, I was really into like chill wave music and learning to produce that with a couple friends. But I've kind of been the last few years also freelancing as a music composer and producer.
Wow.
And so it's, there's a lot of different genres or styles that I might work on depending on, a client brief or who I'm working with. But yeah,
You're still doing that now?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, it's an audio.
So yeah, there's like a wide variety of styles and whatnot, but I'd never sat down and been like, I'm going to try and make, electronic or dance music. And so I guess when we started DJing, or Dane started learning to do it in like a COVID thing.
No, I've always been like, I had friends in high school do it, was always intrigued by it. And then when I moved to Australia, I went to Return to Rio Festival.
Everything links back to this fucking festival. I'm not even kidding you.
Really?
Like, so many people that come over here mention it, and that was where, not at the actual event, but after the event is what gave me the idea to do the podcast. It's like, it's so interesting how many people circle back to it.
And I don't know, when was it? 2019, were you there?
No. We were supposed to go the year we went into lockdown, and we had the tickets for 4 years, and it was this whole thing. And it was only last Halloween I went.
Oh yeah.
And then so like I've been doing the podcast like almost coming up to a year.
Cool.
Yeah. So you're at Return to Rio?
Yeah, and you probably heard of them, People's Party.
Hayden and Jake, yeah, they've been on here.
Yeah, they had this little campsite rave like that was just heaving during the day, one of the days, and like there's like a couple hundred people. The event organizers had to end up shutting it down because everyone was just in this campsite, and like up until probably like a couple months before, I'd been like learning to DJ, and that was like the first time like seeing people as friendly with that really
Just like killing it.
really killing it. And I was like, I kind of want to do this. And then
It's really funny that, because that was obviously whatever year you were there. I was there in 2023, and yet they still weren't on the lineup. So they've been doing this renegade thing there for a while, and it's like,
yeah, it's like a little folklore kind of thing where you go there and almost expect it. That's that's probably a huge reason why some people like to go, or like why they want to keep going. And
yeah, there was three. Yeah. There was, when I was there was 3 renegade stages, and you could literally, if you really tuned into it, you could hear them all at once. It was such a head fuck. But we were at another guy's who we've become really good friends, and he was the first person I had on the podcast, because I was like, that was, again, similar how you probably were with Aiden and Jake.
Yeah.
It was such a different experience for me. It went all fucking night. Hundreds of people coming and going. People just going from party to party, just having like the best adventure ever. Like, it's an amazing site, I reckon.
Yeah.
It's got the cabins, you've got the campsite, you've got the...
He's never been.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I've never been.
He was there, solo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you went there, and it gave you the like inspiration, would you say?
Well, it just kind of clicked. It was like, he's a music producer. He knows how to make music. I've been wanting to do something like this, and then yeah, seeing them just like have a lot of fun and like really connect with a lot of people, we kind of just started to go from it, and has been really just kind of snowballed from there.
Well, he started learning, and
I started
I
learning.
was just like, I can't not know how to do this if he knows how to do it.
Yeah, you may as well.
Yeah.
You may as well do it together, right? So this is 2019. COVID.
19 into COVID, we had like it was very. It happened like quickly where I was kind of just relying on like Dane knowing a lot more than I did about it, and watched him do it, and then
we
like
got
a week
couple
later,
gigs.
a friend of a friend had a lockdown party, and just like we need a DJ,
But there wasn't a.
but it was like lockdown-ish or something.
Right before.
Okay, well, whatever it was
Because there was
the first gig that we had ever basically played, and she was like, "Can you guys play 8 hours or something?" It was like we did like our first gig was just this 8-hour set, no clue.
It's pretty sick.
Like,
But you get into it, right? Like it was almost I reckon, not that I can DJ at all,
yeah,
but people, it seems like the longer you DJ for, the easier it is because you can go slowly up, down, rather than having to like these international DJs when they do like an hour set and it's like they can literally only do that like pop song. Like
I know it's a bit of a bummer that, but yeah, that was also just. We didn't even have 8 hours of music. I took my laptop then with downloading random
music.
Okay, that's the problem then.
Yeah. Well, it was like a week after we had started, I feel like they were like, "We're doing this party. Can you play?"
How did it go?
It went really good.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it was like I've never played 8 hours since, and that's hard to do. Like I don't know how we actually did in terms of the audience, but we had fun.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like this, Dan, like the friend of ours that returned to Rio, he played for like 8 hours, like 3 nights in a row. And like there probably was repeats like through the thing, but it was all these feel good disco tunes. It was just like everyone was just having so much fun. So that was your first events. Do you guys have day jobs, by the way, or are you doing this full time? What do you both do?
Chippy. Yeah,
Nice.
I'm a carpenter and DJ. But I just became a dad too.
Yeah, very exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Little girl.
Yeah, little girl.
Name?
Sydney.
Sydney. Oh,
Joy.
so cute.
Yeah.
So cute. And so you and your partner obviously here together. Where is she from?
She's from the Northern Beaches.
Very nice. Where do you guys all live, by the way? Like, obviously not address, but like suburb area?
I don't mean 40. No, we both live in Bondi.
Oh, in Bondi.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much for coming out of the Bondi bubble.
I
Come
know,
over to me and
We like the bra. Yeah, we like the bra.
I like it too. I love it here.
Yeah.
I love it here. Cool. And day job?
Yeah, I've worked in childcare, like before and after school care at a non-profit in Bondi.
I was not expecting you to say that.
It's a random kind of thing that I'd fallen into in the last 2-3 years.
Do you like it?
I do. I mean, it's intense. And, we've got like 200 kids.
It's his favorite
running around. I mean, out of all the ones I've had, it's up there.
I love kids. I think they're so fucking funny.
They're very funny.
Very funny. Like when you actually spend enough time with them, they're actually hilarious. They no filter.
I laugh every day, and it is very creative as well. Just trying to problem solve for a 6-7-year-old. Or
can you get them like? Do you ever able to get involved with the music with them? Like that thing that
there are things you can do. Like right now with school holidays, we actually have them the whole day, and so if we're doing educator-led activities of something, there was like a Halloween face paint disco party that was put on today.
I saw I don't know where it was. My friends actually moved to the Central Coast, my old neighbour, and she was at like a kiddie disco, like rave disco. So it was like music that we would actually enjoy. So many fucking kids there, like they had the headphones on, like some of them, to dampen the music or whatever. They're having an absolute ball. I bet it's great for you that your brother is like working in childcare, trusted with a baby.
He's a very good uncle.
Yeah, very good uncle. But your other brother is not around. He's in.
No.
He's in London.
He's also having a baby soon.
It sounds cute.
Yeah.
How fun.
He's in Peckham.
In Peckham. Yeah. In all honesty, like I'm English, but because I came here when I was 21, like I did school, uni. I went up there for like day trips and stuff. I've never really like experienced London, but it's quite funny because some of my Aussie friends I've met here have since gone to London to do their gap year. They would know more about London than I would. Yeah, then what's your guys' favourite kind of music to play?
We don't really have the same style.
I mean,
We
I
kind
think
of do
we-
meet in the middle.
But you play together, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's controversial, is
Yeah.
it? Like,
It's no, we have a definite, no, I would say there is a stylistic crossover, and that's kind of where like our sound comes from, where we find that bridge. But in preparing for a set or an event, we might each put together 10, 20 tracks or something, and then we'll just kind of have him in that bundle or playlist, and we'll go through them, and there'll be a song that I'm really digging, and he's like, nah, we'll keep it in there, but like I don't know if we're gonna have a moment or something like that, and then
do you guys have like one USB in each deck?
yeah.
Is that how it works when people go back to back? I never really know. Like, I don't really quite understand.
Yeah, I don't know.
It does.
I think because we're brothers, it's a bit different too. Like we obviously have a lot of the same playlists that we'll kind of curate and put together, sitting down together, and then we'll just have our own kind of folders and files and stuff there.
Yeah.
So
in terms of music, we like a lot of disco house. We've been getting heavier. Like we've been making a lot of like acid music, which is I don't know if you know what like the acid sound is.
Would you say
of course,
apparently it's called Sutra Sunrise? It's got some acid.
got a
in it.
bit of,
They definitely have-
Sutra's sick.
They definitely
Yeah.
play acid.
Yeah.
there.
Sutra's got, I mean, they have, you go through the whole spectrum of music there.
Oh, there's everything there.
Yeah.
I don't go there too often because obviously it's fucking finished at midday on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's just, there's no time to be finished
Hardcore,
partying,
yeah.
But I love when the Courtyard comes on in the morning.
Yeah.
It's such a fucking good
Yeah.
buzz. It's so
It's a
good.
great party.
Yeah, it's a great party. Actually, sorry, I usually start this by asking, how was your weekend just gone? How was your long weekend?
Yeah,
That was pretty
good.
chill, actually.
Oh, pretty chill. What did you guys get up to?
I had a little family holiday in the Central Coast.
Okay, that's
No,
nice. eh?
it was weekend off. There was no gigs.
We've had 2 long weeks because we went to Melbourne for the Melbourne long weekend.
Okay.
Yeah,
For
the
the grand
AFL
final.
Your own-
final weekend.
Your own long weekend.
Well,
Yeah.
In Victoria was a long weekend there.
Yeah.
So we filmed for Houseplant and we played several gigs.
Yeah, cool. Let's get it. Yeah, let's
Yeah, we'll
delve
get
in.
into that.
No. Like whenever the time is right.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it now. Why not?
If you want.
We gotta go into the music style stuff still.
Oh,
It was a
yeah,
good
yeah,
week.
yeah.
It was a good
Sorry.
weekend.
It's
though.
me. It's my fault. Yeah.
Okay, the
Yeah,
weekend
you-
was good. It was like no gigs, family time. I chilled.
So
All right. So last weekend, chill music style.
Music style. I think, yeah. Again, we play a lot of the time, depending on the set, the venue, the time. But I think we both dig a little bit of like groovy funk, house, Idolo, acid, and then recently, expanding a bit into kind of heavier, more UGK,
Garage,
I
I think.
garage.
That's how you pronounce it.
Why? How would you say it?
Maybe we cut that.
I don't know.
It's funny.
I don't know.
What would you call this?
A garage.
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 Yeah.
Garage, yeah.
UK garage.
UKG, I think.
UKG. Do you know I love how big UKG is getting in Australia?
Yeah.
Like I've been here a long time.
I
Like
don't think it's bigger anywhere else in the world than in Australia outside of.
I was going to
Yeah.
say, obviously,
UK, yeah.
UK garage. And for me, it's so interesting that it's blowing up because to me, garage is like old school.
Mhm.
Mm.
Like, like DJ EZ. I'm not very good with names, but like all the old UK garage tracks are like amazing. They've got a very distinctive. Like I'm not very good with genres. I say it on here all the time. I'll never pretend to be. I'm never going to pretend to be the person that knows the most about music.
Yeah.
Some genres they're very clear to me. Like UK garage is very clear what it is. But then others is like, I've got no fucking idea of this subgenre of like
Mhm.
midnight house or acid house or like
Yeah,
others like that. But yeah, garage is awesome. And I love how much it's coming up at events at the
Yeah.
moment. So you guys actually play a bit of that. That's exciting.
Yeah, we've become friends with some up and coming producers that make that sound here.
Yeah.
And they do it really well, and it's really fun to play because it's obviously a lot of energy.
I need to name or is it confidential?
Yeah, Isguan. I
We
like
just
this
filmed
guy
him
called
now.
Wax Thief.
Wax.
Right.
I just found him.
That's not but who are you friends with?
Yeah, it's a guy named Isaac. We filmed him.
That's Isquan.
That's Isguan.
Okay, Isquan Isaac, right, got it. Yeah.
It is. I mean, it's fun music to mix into a set too, especially when you've kind of gone through maybe a more housey set, and then you bring a few tracks like that, and it definitely yeah, it's nice that it's becoming more recognized, I guess, on the dance floor and appreciated a bit more. Probably a little bit more in Melbourne, where we just played it a couple gigs over there and noticed, you have a bit more freedom to play over there. But it is, like you said, it's kind of blowing up here. It's expanding more and more.
So, anything else on the music front?
I mean, there's music like playing and music listening. I think there's a lot of, like, I would say 90% of the music I listen to is music that I wouldn't play.
Oh, really?
Not because it's not good, but it's so different than
That's really interesting.
than like the dance floor kind of. I mean, we obviously like to listen to the music that we play, but just from like a pure audience or user perspective, like I've probably spent most of my time listening to music that's so seldomly ever going to make it into a set.
Wow.
Not because it's bad, it's just like
just not the kind of music you play. That's really interesting. I think most people would play the music that they like, because someone said to me no, I don't know if that's even true. Maybe I saw something on the internet once about, I think it was like an interview with someone famous, actually, they didn't tell me at all, and it was saying when you're producing, make sure that you're making music that you truly like. It's obviously different producing, like, again, but making music that you truly love, because if that song pops off, you're going to be playing it for the rest of your life. So it's interesting to think that like you're playing music that's not like your true love, like. I mean, it's probably just because I also grew up from a different, like, you're not, usually you're not going to be, like 11, 12 years old listening to your first independent, selected music, and it's some like hectic house.
We grew up on like David Bowie, Rolling Stone.
Well, so you spend most of your time listening to that kind of stuff?
A bit, I mean, that
we like rock.
Again, like some of the music I listen to, it's very, I mean, like I like Coldplay stuff. Like,
what'd you say?
I like the music I was originally trying to produce, or was doing back in the day, like chill wave stuff, artists like Washed Out and Neon Indian and Calm Truce, and these guys that, probably not too many people know about, because it is a bit of like a left field niche world. But then that lends into, bands like Beach House or Radiohead, and then obviously, the big Australian ones, Empire of the Sun, Tame Impala, like,
Pond?
like all these bands where,
no idea. Have to check them out.
You wouldn't obviously necessarily drop them in a set. And again, a lot of 90s hip hop, R&B.
But my favorite thing is when people remix songs you wouldn't expect into like housey tech garage. Like, I think it's so fucking cool.
I'm a big fan of it too. If it's done well and done tastefully,
it's done well, for sure.
It is, and it's like where you kind of get some of the biggest moments, I feel like, on the dance floor, when it's some.
Because everyone knows it. It's an easy win, right? Like, I think, like, not that I don't know, I've got no interest in DJing, but like the making music does interest me a little bit, but I already have way too much on my to-do list. But I would like, if sometime I was in a position to explore it, I think it'd be really fun, because I always like, could you remix that with that? And the boys are like, well, you can, but if you produce it, you can't necessarily just mix it like that on the decks, because there's a lot of variables, so you need to know how to make music to do it.
There's a whole, I'm currently exploring that, where I'm learning a bit more. I'm not a very sample heavy producer. Kind of a huge basis of house music is centered around sample, or taking, that record from, whatever time period and making it a dance track. Do you know Odd Mob? Mob, I think he does it really well. Like, he what's that track?
He remixed a Sean Paul, like, I heard it, Sam Divine played it at Defected in Croatia, and it was a Get Busy remix of the Odd Mob, and it was so fucking good, because it. To your point earlier, you're not listening to like heavy house music when you're like 13, you're listening to shit, basically. But it was like that nostalgic feel with like a dirty beat. It was so good. I was like, oh my God. I was like, where did this come from? I didn't know at the time, but he does quite a few remixes, I think. Like,
it's a good way to be creative, because there's already like that template there and people know the song, so you kind of, I don't know, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. If you do it right, like you said, it's unreal. When
if you do it wrong, you butcher the song.
And you don't want to be that guy who took this song and just
But then at the end of the day, if you do fuck up, it's not going to be popular, right? Whereas it's it's kind of like nothing to lose. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just get creative. Like you have enough people in your own network to know if it's good or not.
Yeah.
You know, and then you can obviously play it in sets. And that's another thing that I think is really cool is when DJs like just play unreleased tracks, and it's such a good marketing technique.
Yeah.
Like, well, that's all very interesting. So you did touch on it earlier, Houseplant.
Yeah.
So you've actually got two brands going on. Do a lot of people understand the relationship that you're a part of both?
We're not really
I mean, we're not too.
clear on it. I don't know how to be clear on it.
It's not
Do
clear-
you
it's
want to
not
be
clear-
clear on it?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think we're not. It's nice that Houseplant is just Houseplant.
Yeah.
And you know, we're not like cryptic, but if you look, you know, we only follow 3 people, and it's myself and Dane as Tokyo Sexwale, and then Max, who's
And Gab.
and Gab. But it's like if you had to look at the accounts and be like, oh, these guys must be involved with it somehow, kind of thing. I guess it's
So you only follow 3 accounts back. Yes, it's pretty obvious.
So
If you go looking,
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's I mean it's something it's nice that we kind of have it separate so we can focus on that as its own thing.
yeah,
And expand it however we want without having to think too much about how it might tie back to the stuff that we're doing as Tokyo Sexwale. And then it also gives us freedom outside of just being like, okay, we're DJing, we've got to, you know, have these gigs and try get these sets. And, you know, it's another creative way to be like, okay, cool. We actually don't have to necessarily DJ. We can put together
that
this
as well.
event and film this, and, you know.
So I obviously know what it is because you guys are here
Yeah.
and I asked you to come over. But what is Houseplant?
Houseplant is a collective that we created. It started as a radio show about three years
Two and a
ago.
half, maybe.
2 to 3 years ago. It was a way for us to kind of similar to what you're doing here, kind of meet creative people, explore this industry a bit more, and get involved within our scene. We wanted to interact and hear DJs play music, so it started from there, and then naturally just progressed to being like, oh, we should probably throw an event. Why don't we use it under this brand we've already kind of built up? And then we did a couple of parties that were very well received.
So the main basis of it is the live sets,
Yeah.
right?
I don't know. It's kind of changed recently because it was. I mean, like, we're a music collective that centers around anything to do with the music that we're into. And so if we're doing an event or we're doing a radio show or we're doing the mix series, it's obviously going to be music focused. But I think we noticed now during this quiet winter, which felt quieter than most, we started pivoting more towards, okay, you know, events are kind of slowing down. No one's going out as much. Let's, you know, up our production game and let's start filming some good sets and get people in that we really like. And
And that happened with our friend Max.
yeah,
He's a director, and that was just natural as well. So we wanted to film a couple sets for our own,
some of our own content,
and then we thought like we should just start filming other people too, and it started. We reached out to a few friends, and then slowly, it's just started like planning.
Yeah, it's cool. And where is it? Is it in the studio or is it actually at a house?
We've only
all
done
over, yeah.
different locations.
there is no headquarters currently.
Isn't there?
No, we've only done we do different locations, and then we'll film a series, and
So when you've done Bella and you've done Jake,
Yeah.
that was done on the same day.
yeah,
That
all
was
the same
that was
way.
at Max's studio.
in
and
Surrey
so
Hills.
that was like a whole, you know, 7-hour block of just film a set, back up the footage, back up the audio, next set.
How
So on.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's so deceiving, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
because I just assumed that was all done at different times, but that makes perfect
It's
sense.
good that you think that, yeah. That's why it's kind of nice that it's not a DJ focused thing on our end, at least. We're learning a lot with Max about, you know, shooting and getting all the angles and video editing, etc. And then I'm recording and mastering everything. So for us, it's a completely different creative outlet.
Learning about different styles of music.
Yeah.
And how do people come on to Houseplant if they want to like participate?
We reach out.
You reach out.
Yeah.
You reach out to them.
We've been very selective
Yeah,
thus
so
far.
far we've got a few people we've always kind of known we really like this style, we really like this taste, we want to eventually make it happen, and most of that has happened. And then yeah, we just kind of keep our ears and eyes open.
But-
And
Do you know how many you've done?
We've done 5.
Is that it? I've done heaps.
We've
done
done 5, but like
5
6.
sessions.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So call it like 20 maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But
Um,
a lot of people have been reaching out
They want to do
and
it.
want to do it, and it's
It's
we're
good
very
that it's-
appreciative
yeah.
of that. And we need to figure. It's just hard, you know what it's like to do this production, to put it on. We have to rent a studio. We have to bring all the equipment. We have to create a schedule, take the time out, and
Do it. So you want to be selective with who you're doing it.
so far, yeah, we've been selective and mainly relied on our friends because they're very talented, and we want to showcase
Them as well.
Yeah.
them too.
So what's the kind of criteria? Like, what are you looking for in people that are going to come
We're
on
not
it?
really
Again, yeah, it's really broad. I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah.
There's no stylistic brief that you should be, playing like new disco house or
Mm.
only, UGK or whatever. It's again just like, hey, this person's pretty cool. Let's listen to a few of their stuff, do a bit of a deeper dive,
Mm.
and build from there. And then, I mean, right now we just finished wrapping up a weekend that we did in Melbourne. Where we recorded, 7 different sets, and I think a lot of
You recorded 7 houseplant sets in Melbourne,
yeah,
same day, like you did
one day.
one day.
it was hard.
Wow.
Like,
And how did you find the Melbourne artists?
They're so
They're really
lovely
good,
and
yeah.
really nice to like
Sorry,
just be friends with them.
sorry, I meant like as in how, like who are they?
oh yeah, no, that's okay. So
But yeah, nice to
segueing
know
off
they're
what I
good.
was saying is, when we do kind of look, we'll maybe
SoundCloud.
find some person, and then it, how you just like search, and then it leads to this, and then to that, and then you click on this link, and it takes you to that link, and the same event happened there.
Or
Or we've been on the same festival or a lineup or something, and so that kind of came about where everyone was actually quite responsive, and we were able to get through to the people that we wanted to speak to. I mean, I want to say it went quite smoothly in terms of having to plan it.
And how did you find the location?
We
Was it Creative Spaces?
Creative Spaces.
.com?
We found
You just found somewhere you look off.
You literally look up like Creative Spaces. I think it's the website, and by city or location, they'll have a whole bunch of different spots.
And you just put some filters on what suited you guys.
yeah, and just
we just
something central.
Did you take all the gear down there yourself, or it's
Yeah.
included?
yeah
We flew on
we
the
flew
plane.
with like
You
CDJs.
flew it? Oh my god, were you not nervous it was going to get lost or broken?
We had it on
carried on.
Like, I literally had my backpack with the mixer.
Going
had
through
a
the
tote
security, like the security guy was like, you know how you can see like the X-ray?
Yeah.
He was looking at it, and it looks like a bomb. Like I don't know if you've seen
It looks
DJ,
sketchy.
like the
like,
DJ decks through X-ray. Like it's like this computer, and then there's a mixer, and he's just like looking around, like because he's never seen
That
DJ
before.
decks coming through an X-ray, and he's like looking at me, and he's like, "What is that?"
So you just took you took the 3 parts of the actual DJ decks, and then
Yeah.
everything else was down there, like
We
cameras
rented- and Max has the cameras.
Yeah, Max flew the camera stuff. We rented lights and speakers, and then the venue had like
The venue had
table
plants and everything.
Wow,
Yeah.
how funny.
Yeah.
Funny means must get it done.
Yeah, no,
Get it done, because no fucking way you'd be putting that stuff underneath, especially like baggage goes missing all the time.
Mm.
It's and I've seen everyone's seen like a bag getting thrown from wherever, just smashed into something.
That's what I mean. Like you wouldn't
Yeah,
want to
we're
be
not
putting
gonna
that
roll
stuff
with that.
on.
We probably could have rented, but
Yeah, in hindsight, because we rented speakers in the end, and it was like, oh, we could have just gotten decks. as
save a
well,
couple.
but-
Yeah, for the hassle of it. Oh, well, like I say, every time you're learning more.
Yeah.
And where did you guys actually play in Melbourne as you guys?
We played 3 gigs, 4 gigs technically. We
Really?
played our friend's sister's birthday,
Yeah, nice. Still counts.
Max's sister's birthday.
but then
LP.
we played this like a chill bar gig on the river called Riverland, and then we played Glamorama Bar
Mm.
and Howlers.
Howlers, okay.
Howlers, yeah.
And what kind of sets did you play when you were down there?
Howlers was kind of a little bit of minimal. Again, it was quite
Background
short.
music.
Yeah, it was quite a short set. No, that was Riverland. Riverland was more like, kind of bar gig music, a little bit of funk, disco, house, and then Howlers. I would say it's kind of a minimal set. just an hour set, and then later that night we went to Glamour Bar, and we had
we ripped in. Was
we had a really good set. Yeah, we got with the mixes up on our SoundCloud.
Yeah,
and you can listen and decipher what kind of set it is.
Yeah,
we
nice.
played like a prime time slot on a grand final day, and it was
Oh, that's awesome. How did you?
Months of emailing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you went looking for it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And what kind of, a lot of people on here probably listen, like aspiring DJs and stuff. How did you get it over the line? Like, what was your bargaining power, do you think?
I kind of do all the bookings for us, or people reach out on Instagram, but you look at where the people we know, we start with our friends in Melbourne and who's playing gigs there, and just see the clubs or venues that
they're going
playing at, and then
follow them, and
you follow them, and then you find the email eventually, and then we email.
You got to research a little bit, but you know, it's worth the time. If you know the gig, you can usually find, okay, if it's this bar or this club, you will be able to find who might run the socials or the booking page, and with just a few messages, you might get directed to the right person eventually. And I think just trying it kind of relentlessly, not hounding people, but, you know, try every venue that you might think of. If you hit up like 15, you know, 2 or 3 might say, hey, let's go. Like, this is going to happen.
And then what portion of your guys' stuff would you say is, we're talking about you as DJs, is people asking you to play versus you requesting to play?
Well, it's a bit different now. I haven't really played many gigs since becoming a dad.
So you're playing solo under the same brand?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been like, I would say, sorry to answer the question, it's kind of, it's like a 50-50 depending on like where we are. For example, like when I was in Nicaragua, that was like purely just.
That was me, months of email.
I know, but again, it wasn't like we were. It wasn't like I know. I'm saying you didn't listen to the question. The question is how are the gigs happening? Is it you asking or you getting asked?
True.
That's not about how you play.
But good to know where the credit comes from.
Like, for example, like Nicaragua was, I knew I was going there to play. I mean, not to play. I was going there on a surf trip. I'd planned it for like a year with some mates, and then we started doing a bit of research. Are there parties in Nicaragua? Are there clubs? What is the vibe like? And then, found 2 really amazing parties run by amazing people, and just reached out like, hey, we're from Australia. This is going to be, sometime in May, something we'd love to come play. You can check our stuff here. I think would be a great fit or something. So in that instance, obviously,
you're asking.
We're not yet at that point where someone's scouting us from Nicaragua to come, play the 3-hour set at a.
But how was it, by the way? Was it awesome?
It was like, I wish he was there because it was amazing. I mean, the one tree was a party on a beach, like on this little headland that, it's just open air. It's beautiful, like sunset. A couple hundred people, it's super warm, and it's just a full party. The first party was at Popoyo Secret is the name of the party, and then the second one is called the Treehouse, and it's a literal massive treehouse built in this jungle that's at the base of a volcano, and it's insane. Like, you take a bus out into this dirt road, and then it takes you up this winding path, and you hike up 10 minutes. You literally get into, it's like a huge treehouse.
But that's fun on the way down.
On the way down, it's nuts because it's like 3 a.m. People go down all the time.
That's my that's my favorite thing, and that's where I hope, like, through this, I'm not too sure what my aspirations are, but I just want to be able to go to the cool as in cool scenic location parties all over the world. It's my favorite.
This is a top 10 in terms of scenery and location and vibe.
Treehouse,
yeah, and Popoyo as well. It's just, Nicaragua is, not a huge, I would say, tourist destination. It's definitely like a surf tourism kind of hotspot because there's very good waves. And so this wasn't knowledge to me before that there were these kind of parties happening. And so I would recommend both of those. They're not too far. They're a couple hours away from each other. And
so what's the main nationality of people that you would get? There's a lot of Americans there?
British.
Yeah, honestly, the English were
really
thick over there. Yeah.
Interesting.
English,
I think.
lot of English going all the way up South America, all the way down.
How far is it from here? Like, if you were to go there?
It's not easy.
It's 35 hours.
Oh,
I think.
okay. Not somewhere you're going for a week then.
No.
No, you go for like 3 or 4, but it's like Sydney, LA, somewhere in Texas or Miami to Nicaragua.
Where is it?
South America.
Central America,
Central.
just north of Costa Rica. So it's still on kind of. It's like you've got the west coast of California, and then
Yeah,
it kind of cuts down into Central America.
and it's down there.
Yeah, so
Yeah, interesting. Well, I'll definitely have to put that on my list. It's about this long of places I
No,
want to go.
I think like English people are running, English Aussies are running most of those places. Honestly, like
Is there an Irish bar there?
Oh,
you could find an Irish bar there. I'm
You
sure.
can find an Irish bar anywhere.
Yeah.
There's a place, my grandma lives in Spain. This complex has like 6 Irish bars in the one complex. And there's like loads of these complexes around. This is just like the local one, like going to like Maruba Junction. I'm like, this is fucking crazy.
yeah.
So crazy. So you had a good time then?
Yeah, but I mean, coming back to that question, that's us reaching out versus maybe a bit more Sydney side. People will ask us to play. And then if there is like some very big kind of event or dream gig, I feel like most of the time, people in our position and most up and coming DJs, you'll probably have to ask and knock on a few doors.
Yeah, initially I imagine you would. Yeah.
And that's just part of the journey. You ask, maybe you get a chance, you do good, you might get a call back, and then you kind of just keep building
goes from there. What's a relation? The biggest is like the whole thing is just networking, right? Like once you meet people, make friends, they'll remember you, if they like you, they like the music, then it's done. But it's just like getting that thing in the first place. Is there anything else in terms of like up until now that you want to cover? Because I'd love to get into a bit of like, where do you want to get to? Like, what's next?
No, I think we've done pretty good. Yeah, covered a few bases.
Yeah. So, where do you want to get to? What's next?
Immediately, in 8 days, we're going to Newcastle.
Okay.
We're filming. It'll be our first live event we're filming.
Live
This is for
stream?
Houseplant.
Houseplant we're talking about, yeah.
It won't be a live streamed event, but we will be setting up and filming. We're running a party with our friend Davey.
Sorry, so what do you mean by live? I'm a bit confused now.
We're going to be filming like a venue. We're going to be It's an open air party. There'll be an audience of, I think like it's 300 plus capacity.
Basically, we're filming the whole party.
We've organized the lineup, and yeah, we're going to be filming a party.
Yeah, cool. And so it'll be like when you get those like Disclosure and Croatia kind of sets, is that what your vibe you're going for? Obviously a bit different, but
ideally, like, we wanted,
pub in Newcastle.
Well, it's so create production to Davey runs and like Houseplant are basically coming together, putting on this event, and then we'll film the whole thing again, similar to that kind of Disclosure type thing. We're hoping, the live element of just the actual whole party,
people will want to watch that.
People, actually dancing and celebrating and cool venue and everything at the Bennett. That'll be a bit different from the, I guess, more controlled Houseplant sets where we film. It's just, DJ studio, do the set kind of thing.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely. With a few more things involved.
Yeah, so it'll be nice to see, whole audience interaction and go back and relive it or, kind of get hyped up watching it. And then
I was going to say where can people find him. Unfortunately, this isn't going to be out in 8 days, so this is going to be
this is going
to be done. But we can talk.
You can watch it back, on our socials and YouTube and.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be live by the time this is out, so go and watch it.
And
how weird is that?
It went great.
It went awesome.
It was so
well, fingers crossed.
But yeah, there'll be, I guess, more collaborative ventures, working with other collectives or brands. Partnering to do more events, I think, as we kind of end the year and get a bit busier into summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be doing a few more Houseplant recordings and sets as well. I think we're doing like a vinyl one or.
Yeah, we've been wanting to do an only vinyl recording for a while. Yeah, each time we do these, we have 6 opportunities pretty much to showcase an artist or.
That's interesting.
It's kind of hard when we so used to, like, we're pretty comfortable with the gear that we have now,
Yeah.
and we kind of have it to
Well-
assist them.
But yeah, a couple more events, a couple more mix series that we'll film. The Tokyo Sexwale stuff, we have obviously the thing we're looking forward to most and hoping it is still on is Lost Paradise.
Why are you saying hope it's still on? Because of the ticketing
I
debacle?
think it is
Yeah.
still on, but there is still a bit of uncertainty. But those guys are, soldering down. I'm sure they're going to make it work.
Yeah, but because I was like, so the ticketing platform, because this has affected people all over the
yeah,
world.
it's nuts.
Ticketing platform Light
Yes,
Yeah,
has vanished, collapsed.
they've
gone broke, I think.
Customers have given money to Light,
Yeah.
and Light have so obviously the promoters haven't got that money, I suppose. Like,
there's
You
still
probably
a bit
know
of
more than
gray
that.
area. Yeah,
no, this is just through social media, but
Yeah.
it's a hot topic, to be honest, because like
it's-
people.
it's not great. I mean, I feel like Lost Paradise is, the festival that's holding strong right now in the
Yeah.
face of every other
Oh,
festival
fucking
closing.
unbelievable lineup, like
Yeah.
including you guys, obviously. Like they did well last year. Like,
Yeah.
sorry, this year, I was like, wow, I was really impressed.
It's gone. I mean, we were lucky enough to play it and go last year for the first time, and it was
Oh, you played last year too?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't
we
know
did.
that. I didn't know that. Sorry.
that was our first festival.
How was
show.
it?
It was
Incredible.
unreal. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, it's such a good festival. So we're really looking forward to
Going
playing
back
and
again.
going
We
again this
played
year.
the same stage again.
No, we're playing, we played the
there.
fella stage last year, and we're playing, which is kind of like a
Lost-
little side.
Yeah, I've been. I went a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Now we're playing the Lost Disco, like the triangle stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun. How exciting.
No, we're very
Yeah,
excited.
Gearing up for that. And within that, we'll kind of like you mentioned earlier, we'll hopefully drop a few sneaky unreleased songs of our own in our set.
Yeah.
That's something I don't think we touched on, the producing side of it.
Yeah.
Have you guys released music already?
Yeah.
We've got a track out now. Oh, it's been out for a little bit. It's an edit of My Neck. It's pretty. You can check it out on our SoundCloud.
Like Kelly?
Kelly's, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
really? I love that song.
Yeah.
That's nostalgic.
Maybe it's not Kelly's. It's
No, I did.
yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah.
I heard it. You guys shared it on socials.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have listened to it. Yeah.
So we have that one out. I'm currently working on trying to finish quite a few others.
About like 6 songs that are probably like 80% of the
A
way.
bit me with like 6 podcasts,
no,
they're like
yeah.
80%
Yeah,
finished.
yeah,
It's so
yeah.
fucking, where are you supposed to get all this time from?
I know.
I
Especially
know.
when you're going to have a baby.
know.
That, you
But-
know?
Yeah, we have music we're working on.
Kind of his role.
I'll say this like on camera. The goal was to have 10 songs released or 10 songs finished that can be released for 2024. So we have one. We are in October, so there's a lot of songs that need to come out in the next.
Coming into the main gig festival season. Yeah. Well, good luck. I hope that you can do it.
Yeah, no, look, I'm working on them. I'm struggling to finish them, but I'm, head down. We are planning on doing that, and I think that's definitely the next step up we want to take as DJs and, artists, with our own original productions and songs that we can play and hopefully others can play as well.
Do you do anything separate, or is it always the two of you together? Obviously, you said you've been missing a few gigs recently, but is it always going to
No,
be?
we're always together. We're brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if I'm doing a song, like obviously he's not going to be there for the full, 1,000 hours that one might spend.
But they're
trying
going to
to
be
finish
released
it.
under both of you, is what
Yeah,
I'm getting at.
absolutely, yeah.
Like it's your brand
as a
together.
brand, yeah. Whether we're playing together or one out or whatever, like we are a package.
Like Disclosure. Like
Yeah.
they don't always
well,
always play
exactly.
together.
sometimes it can be.
That's where we're
Like,
aiming for
spread out.
disclosure.
Pardon?
We're aiming for disclosure
Yeah,
levels.
nice. Well, let's do it. Like we do. And any bucket list things we can get on record?
I would. Speaking of, I guess the UK scene, I believe Lost Village Festival.
Man, I
Like,
was desperate to go there.
that's something I would love to attend. I would love even more if we were able to play there.
Have you been to Strawberry Fields?
We have been. I've been. Dane hasn't.
I think that whoever set that festival up has been to Strawberry Fields in
Mm.
Australia, personally.
Really.
Yeah, the vibe of it, from everything I've seen on social media, like in all honesty, I think I
Yeah.
haven't been. They've probably gone to the extreme and done it better. Like UK really does know
Yeah.
how to put on a good festival.
Yeah.
But the inspiration, Strawberry Fields has been going for 15 years. That's only been going for
Yeah.
5 or 6. I'm certain and I could be completely wrong.
No, you could be spot on.
But I
They might watch
reckon
this and
the
be like,
vibe of it and the artwork, it looks fucking incredible. I would love to go there. It was on when I was at home, but it didn't go down too well with my friends and family when I said I was going to fuck off for 5 out of the 7 days I was coming home. So I had to cut it. But
yeah, I think that's one. There's a couple in the States as well. I think Enchanted Forest or something that
Yes.
also looks so
yes,
good.
yes.
Just to go to play would be, again, amazing.
And apparently Shambhala Fields in the States as well.
Yeah.
What festivals have you guys been to in America?
Coachella.
Or you've been to Coachella?
Done quite a few
We've done
Coachellas.
Lightning in a Bottle.
Lightning in a Bottle's amazing. Again, that would be so cool.
Joshua Tree Fest.
There's a festival in Joshua Tree.
Yeah.
There's a few,
I love the Rufus set there. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's amazing just driving through there.
You know Rufus playing right now?
I know they're on it right now.
So my friends...
Gonna have to reschedule.
Yeah, my friends have a charter boat business and they've taken the boat out and they've gone to park to listen to it. We did it when they had their boat party. We've done it a few times and I was like, we have rescheduled collectively with these guys a few times. I was like, I'm just going to have to sit this one out. I was like, but they're actually playing right now.
We would have
Pretty
understood.
Good. Yeah, I probably would have just asked you guys to come. I was like, well, fuck it, then we'd never get round to it. But you know, there's always next time. There's always going to be again. Any other good ones? What's your favourite festival in Australia?
Like right now, I'm sticking with Lost Paradise for me. I mean, I've done Strawberry Fields. It's actually so fun, and I think they're very different.
Oh, so different.
Yeah, and so I mean, it's hard to say which is better, but like Strawberry Fields, I had such an amazing time, and you also get to, like, in the middle of the festival, you just go swim in the river and drip down.
They have like a bush spa there. You can go for a fucking ice bath and a sauna in the middle. That's unbelievable. I felt
that's what I need though.
$1 million. Yeah. And have you guys been to Pitch?
Not yet.
It really has a really good festival circuit.
They do. I think like UK festivals are awesome, but I also think like, sorry, I was going to say awesome, but like I've had such a different experience in Australia. But then again, the age I was at, where my head was at, where my music taste was at, those other Aussie style festivals probably always there. I just probably wasn't looking for them. Like I think I would love Boomtown. I think Boomtown is a bit of me, but I've never been. So like I can't really say or like, oh, they're better here because there is probably plenty there. Like there's hundreds of festivals in England, way more than there is here.
Yeah.
You know, it's obviously a much more is it dense population? Like
I mean, you have a lot less space essentially, but more space almost, because you have, you know, all these places you can just hop, skip, and jump.
Well, it's a lot more airplanes, right? Yeah. Like going to the specific places rather than, you know, you get an airplane to Brisbane and then you got to drive here, or you got like it's not as
more habitable space.
Yeah, exactly that. Cool. All right, I'm getting a little bit conscious time. Got a baby at home. It's probably already gone to bed now. Is there anything else you guys want to cover? Talk about? Did we say bucket list? Play.
Yeah, we kind of. I mean,
sorry, I interrupted you. Play at Lost Village. Was that one of them?
I mean, like, look, bucket list is it's like
anything and everything.
Yeah, like we want to just keep going, and I mean, we want to make sure we're still having fun and enjoying what we're doing. But I mean, there's just amazing things happening out there. Like a Burning Man is cool one too. I think, regardless of performing or not, I think, you know. He's like
big sigh.
Yeah, hunched to sleep.
Yeah, he's like, oh fuck's sake, she's going away again. We might go to Burning Man next year. It's a big fat maybe at the moment.
I feel like I mean it's an intense thing to do. I feel like
I think all of them are pretty intense, to be honest. Like 5 days of a festival, you come back a different person.
Yeah. But that I mean that's definitely one of them. And I think again, just bucket list stuff is to have.
It'd be cool to play some more festivals. Hopefully.
Our own music.
Make music. See artists we look up to play our music one day. And
that would be cool. That's a good one. That's a good
also
one.
Just continue growing with Houseplan and working with people we really want.
Which one, if you had to pick out of the two, which one you say is your priority right now for the rest of the year? Tokyo, making music, DJing, producing, production.
They're all just the same.
They're quite interlinked.
They're just all interlinked.
I mean, because it's two of us as well.
And we can
like he'll maybe take sort of a
that makes perfect sense.
Job right now, and I'll finish that music, and then we'll put it together.
Yeah, I want someone, but my little sister is unfortunately only 15 and lives on the other side of the world. So yeah, she can't help me. But yeah, I'm like the same as this. I'm like, if I had just some more resources. You've got double the power, double the time. Like,
and we got Max for house fun too. So.
Yeah, that's helpful.
It's good that it's 3 of us, but it is something that, as you know, you realize, like, to get quality and make it the way you want it, it's time, it's effort.
Time, effort, money as well. Like if you can't, everything you might want to do is not necessarily going to be the skill set or the resources you have or the experience. So you do have to put, but as I said, I see it as an investment, like put money into something that hopefully will pay off one day.
Definitely. And that learning curve and experience that you get through meeting people and the journey of it is kind of what's driving us too.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. You see all these big DJs, the Carl Cox or Sound Divine, and all these people have known each other for like 20 years and they're all super successful. I feel like that's like the generation that we're at now. Like you have these kind of instances, you look back in 20 years time, you're here, I'm there, whatever. And it's like, it's super cool to look back on, but obviously everything wasn't as documented as much back then. But I kind of truly believe that like, that's the basis of all of it. It's just like the different generations that we're all at. So I think, just keep going, fuck it, see what happens. Nothing to lose, right?
I agree. I mean, I like you don't go, you won't know.
Yeah, thank you.
That's kind of, I feel like that's kind of been a lot of our journey. It was just like, oh,
I don't think you can see that in the camera anymore. That was actually one of our dubsticks at a festival. Oh yeah, that's it in the t-shirt then. We're kind of connected.
Appreciated the people that do dubsticks.
Yeah.
I've never gotten around to it, but
yeah, it was actually my boyfriend that was like, we have to get one the next time we go. Actually, sorry, it was me when we went to Lost Paradise and no one was playing ball or listening to me. I was like, we need to get these duff sticks. Everyone's taking them. No one was really interested. We got there and then my boyfriend was like devastated we didn't have one. So that was actually, you can't see on the camera, but that was our first one over there from Pitch a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Just a really simple, but it was actually so simple. It was one of the easiest ones to spot because it was smaller. It was just an LED. That was the first one. And then these 2 LED signs that we've got there, we had them back to back for Strawberry Fields. Because they're actually so much easier when it's just something straightforward rather than the flashing. But any last words?
Thank you very much for having us.
No, thank you so much.
If we made sense or
it was great. I mean, this is the fun part. The fucking editing is like, oh my god, where do we go from here? But like, I don't really cut anything out. Obviously, only the bits if we say, oh, what we're talking about.
Controversial opinions.
I don't think there's any other than what was it? Who did the legwork for the gigs in Nicaragua? I think that was it.
He was there. He showed up.
That was one of the most controversial things.
He played it.
Yeah, cute. Anything else? If not, we might wrap it up there. But yeah.
Yeah, anything you want to end with?
No, thank you very much.
No, thank you for having us. And looking forward to going, seeing where Tokyo Sexwale and Tokyo Sexwale end up, and Houseplant and everything. It's super cool. Like, I love it. I've met so many people through doing this, like you said earlier, and it's just really cool. Great way to meet people and then just see where it's going. And then you've got that connection. And I'm excited. And I'll look forward to coming to one of your events one day. Well, thank you so much. Good night. Thank you.